Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 5th grade concept of simplifying expressions and order of operations. This is standard 5.4F in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 27 of the 2018 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So we have a chef here using 1/4 cup of milk for one recipe, and then 2 cups of milk for each of 5 more recipes. And so the total number of cups of milk used is right down here. Just 3 terms in this expression, and we just need to figure out what does that expression simplify to. So let's see if we can draw a picture here. So I'm going to say we've got in our first recipe, I'm going to cut that in fourths, and I'm going to say we've got 1/4 right here. This is our first recipe, and then 2 cups of milk. So since that's 1, I'm going to just say that's 2 cups of milk and 5 more recipes. So that's going to be 1 recipe. It's going to be 2 recipes, and I'll just have this go all the way down 5 sets. So what I have here are my 2 cups of milk right there for this second recipe, and then I've got 5 sets of that. So I'm just going to draw this right here. 5 sets of that, and then this is the first recipe right here. That's that little 1/4 or 1/4. So how many total cups of milk did we use? Well, we can count up our picture here. We can also see if we can just use our order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So we're looking at parentheses, and then exponents. After that, we've got 2 that are on the same level, multiply and divide. So I'm going to draw some lines right here. I want you to know that even though it says multiplication first, you can divide first if you see that coming left to right, simply because those are inverse operations. Those are on the same level. We just have to put them in a certain order to make our little saying work. Same with add and subtract. If you see subtraction first, it is an inverse operation of addition. Those are on the same level. Now, here is the interesting thing about our expression. I'm going to rewrite it here, but I'm going to rewrite it without the parentheses. A lot of times we will use parentheses and we don't even really need the parentheses. So in our original expression, what are we going to do first? Well, we would take care of this because remember, we always take care of our parentheses first. And so in that parentheses, we're going to multiply 2 times 5. Now, look at how I rewrote it. Now we've got 2 different operations. We have an addition, we have a multiplication. So if we take out our parentheses, there are no exponents. Which operation are we going to do first? We would multiply, which means we're still going to multiply our 2 times 5 first. So the parentheses are sometimes not needed. It's a nice visual reminder for us as to what we want to do first, and it makes a nice clear separation, but you don't honestly need them in this particular expression. Let's multiply our 2 times 5, so that's simply going to be 10. So what's left is 1/4 plus 10, and that's going to be in both. Now, here's the strange thing is, normally when we talk about adding fractions, we say you need to have the same denominator. You cannot add unless you have the same denominator. But this is adding a whole number and a fraction. And so take a look at how many I have. I've got 1, 2, let me just write these, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's my 10 wholes, and I've got my 1/4 right there. So guess what? This is just going to turn into a mixed number. We're going to make it 10 and 1/4. And so my answer here is going to be A.